Today we're opening up more Gashapons. So while I was out the other day, I went to one of my other local malls out here in Dallas, Texas, the Grapevine Mall, which feels like a mall that in the 1990s was still alive and kicking. This is the place where you would be hanging out. It's a great mall. It still has oh god, it's got a lot of things in there still, including a rainforest cafe. But the main thing it's got is a Bandai Gashapon store. Now, if you watch my other video of me opening up the mystery Gashapon, that was at a adjacent mall out here near Fort Worth. I wanted to see what the other store had to offer. They didn't have the Godzilla vs. Mothra Gashapon set, so as I was perusing through the store, what did my eyes behold? But they had these adorable little KAIJU-SAN figures, and they were much cheaper than the previous figure that I opened up. Those were $12 a pop. These were $6, and I had just enough coins to get 3. So we're gonna open these things up. So what are KAIJU-SANs? Well, they're just teeny tiny little Gashapons that are adorable. Now, I already technically opened one as part of a little video, so just to show you guys what these things really are. Let me get this open here, in case you already saw on our socials. These are KAIJU-SANs. They are tiny, little, super deformed, adorable representations of Godzilla characters. So yes, I got Mothra, and as you can see, look how little they are. That is in the palm of my hand. These are small. So each one of these was 2 tokens, which means they were about $6 a piece. This is my biggest gripe with Gashapons out here is the ridiculous price for them. They aren't exactly 1-to-1, but then again, the exchange rate between the US dollar and the yen is very different right now. So this is what we're opening up. So I haven't opened the other 2 yet. I don't know what we got in there. So let me put Mothra down there and pull back here. So 2 unopened Gashies. Let's crack these open. So here's Gashi number 1. And we got a little Ghidorah. And see, these things are sealed too. They're not like the other Gashapons. They're kind of just taped. Get this open. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. Look at that adorableness. So yeah, they're not the most detailed things, but they're pretty cute. That's kind of the whole point. I mean, these are the most Japanesey cute things that you can get. So yeah. So he will go there, and let's actually look at the packaging that we get with this. So this is the line. So there's a Godzilla, a Mothra, a Ghidorah, Mechagodzilla, and a Gigan. So I'm hoping we get a Godzilla. Yeah. I was actually quite surprised to see these. I had no idea, because they weren't with the other Godzilla figures. These were in like kind of the more cutesy Gashapons. If you go to a Gashapon store, they're usually sectioned off by theme. The Godzilla stuff is in the Tokusatsu / Gundam area. These were adjacent, but they weren't in that area. I literally came across them by accident as, of all things, I dropped a coin, I bent down, and I'm like, oh, hey, these are cool. Otherwise, I was going to get one. I'm going to go back and try to get one, but there's these weird Godzilla -1 bags. I don't know what they are. That's going to be another video for another day. So let's open the last one. Let's see what we get. And we got Gigan. Let's get this open. Look at him. How adorable that is. So these things are very tiny. they're a little over an inch, but they're chibi, super deformed, cutesy things. These are meant just to be propped up on your desk. I mean, look, all three can fit in the palm of my hand if I can get them standing out. It's not exactly the most even surface. But there you go. Again, I had no idea these things were out and about in American stores. So these are, like I said, $6 a piece. Are they worth it? It's part of the fun of Gashapon hunting. You know, it's the mystery box. You never know what you're going to get. They are a little pricey, and this is $12 I'm holding in my hand, and they're, you know, combined like 3.5 inches if you stack them on top of each other. But they're very kitschy. They're very cool. They're tchotchkes at the end of the day. That's what they are. But I still dig them. Any port in a storm. If you got friends that love chibi stuff, these are great little items. If you just want something for your desk at work, once again, you can go find one of these. Again, check your local Gashapon store if you're lucky enough to have one in your area, because they might have them. Well, there you guys go. That's been another Gashapon unboxing. Remember, if you like what you see, we do have a show. It's called The Kaiju Kingdom Podcast. You can find us at thekaijukingdompodcast.com. And if you don't like to download, well, you can find us on all of your favorite podcast streamers, including Apple, Spotify, or wherever else you might find better podcasts. We're also on social media. We're on X. We're on Instagram. We're on Facebook.com. If you want to keep up to date in the late-breaking news world of giant monsters, it's a little weird coming out of my mouth like that. That is the place to go. Or if you just want to say hi. But yeah, on that note, that will do it for this edition of the Koffers. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.